The following podcast contains strong language, may include sensitive topics, personal opinions, and satirical comedic elements. Viewer discretion is advised.
Cool, man. Well, here we are again. One more, just another Tibbs episode. This time it's just me and Mikey Poo, my Canadian brother from the north.
From the
But
North
obviously he's not one of them. The Quebecois.
Fuck the Quebecois.
Yeah, the Quebecois. I met one of them the other day. Come to find out, your people are among us. Go ahead, play the dumb music effect, Christian.
Yeah, that's all this time. I don't got that on me.
But yeah, no, the dude, that ass, the Quebecois, a buddy of mine this entire time I didn't realize was one of the Quebecois, and the whole reason he's down here is because of how bad the tensions are between you people.
Oh.
And you said what?
That's it. Oh, I feel like it's been the least tense that it's ever been right now, but fair.
Well, he's in his 30s.
Okay.
So he moved like shortly, I think, into high school or after high school. And he said that like every day was just people fighting, like, you know, oh, you're French Canadian, I'm regular Canadian, and they just start beating the hell out of each other. And I was like, that's crazy, man. I don't remember. He told me, but I just don't remember. But we met some South African women and they spoke French. And so he was just speaking French to them. I was like, how do you know French? And he was like, bro, I'm French Canadian. I'm like, oh.
Not a real friend.
You. And yeah, I'm like, oh no.
Oh, I trusted God. You.
Yeah. And you were supposed to be the chosen one. It's like, yeah, dude. But as y'all can see, AJ might join in the middle of this. Who really knows? But in the meantime, it's just gonna be me and Mike, and of course, Christian is once again, you know, at the bottom of a well. You know, whatever.
This time.
Yeah, this time I dug a hole deeper in the well, and I said, "Hey, remember that well you fell in?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm sorry, he'll do my impression. Yeah, why? And I was like, "Well, I made it fall proof." And then he goes, "Really?" And then just went head first in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he fell all the way down, and so now he's stuck in there again. Hopefully, we can get him out by next week or 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've just been, you know, giving him food in the meantime. But yeah, I mean, you know, I guess the topic for today is just pretty much going over like what podcasting is, right? Like what makes a podcast good and what ways we think that you could improve and evolve the Internet Bum Show further. And now that I'm looking at it, you know, how most acronyms that have the word "the" in them, they don't put the T in the acronym a lot of the times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if we took the T out of Tibbs, you know it's called the IBS, right?
Yeah, even better.
It's because it's a show. But yeah, man. Jesus Christ.
Not just
yeah.
The one.
It's the IBS. But yeah, man, I mean, really we're gonna go into it. Not gonna really harp too much on the cold open. This is it. So just catching up, man. What have you been up to over the past, what, like, has it been 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Do we have to skip a week?
That would mean, was it 4 weeks? Because yeah, we skipped it. We didn't meet the other week, and then we also had the 1 week in between each of those. So that's 4 weeks now, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, we did the little gaming thing, like the testing.
Oh yeah, we did the gaming instead.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, 2 weeks. We did 2.
Yeah.
Everything's wrapping up for teaching stuff. Gonna have 2 weeks off this time instead of working straight away into the summer camp. Just today, well, last night, my AIO cooler has a loose bearing on the fan and tried to get it returned today and couldn't. But luckily, I still have my CPU cooler from my old PC, and it does fit and work because I had an adjustable one. Thank God. It's not as good, of course, but hey, it works. And
facts.
Friend's birthday party yesterday, so played like Jackbox stuff.
Oh, sick, dude! Love Jackbox.
Switch.
Did you get it?
Yeah, we got that, and I was gonna stream today, and it's like every Sunday something comes up. It's like, okay, I'm feeling like shit the last few weeks, and so much to do, and things I still had to clean up. And then this week, I'm like, I'm all good, and then I'm like, oh, there goes my AIO cooler making sounds. Great. Looks like I'm doing that today. Like literally
Yeah.
everything in the way. Perfect
That would
timing.
send me into a full-blown rage, man. I've been very lucky for my computer not to have any issues or major malfunctions in
Mhm.
the time I've had it because dude, this thing has moved over like overseas with me and back.
I've
And
moved
I'm
so many
like,
times with this
man,
thing and various parts of it.
yeah, dude, I thinking about this going in a plane
Yeah,
and
that's
still
even
being
worse.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
that's
insane.
crazy.
Well, dude, I bought a full-blown Pelican case for it, dude, and I packed it. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't
pack
want
it,
this to
make sure
fuck
the
up.
GPU ain't moving, make sure
Oh,
everything's staying in
dude,
place.
I took the GPU out, man. I was not
There, no,
risking that at all
yeah,
because I
no,
just bought
even
it,
more
dude.
understandable then for sure. Like
Yeah,
that's
I think
way better idea.
I bought this 3080, and this was damn 2 years ago at this. Yeah, 2 years ago at this point, a 3080 for like $230.
Damn.
And I was like, whoa. And so I got it because there was a guy I knew on Facebook. We were actually like, we went to school a long time ago and I met with him. And originally it was going to be like 300. And he was like, you know what, man? He's like, it's been a long time here. Just I'll take some off of it. He's like, I don't really need the extra money anyways. He got like a 4090 or some
Yeah.
crazy upgrade. And I was like, I don't need it. Here you can have it for cheaper. And I was like, cool, thanks.
Lucky you, damn.
So yeah, so I was like, I am not risking this thing, man.
Same I got is a 48 or
Anime
3080 in
titties.
there. White one. Behind all that.
All I'm seeing is the anime girl, bro. That's all I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
From Honkai Star Rail, yep. They had like a different version. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just plain ass height Y70. I got that one for basically the same price because it came with power supply that I needed to upgrade anyways. So with the bundle, I was like basically paying the same price for something with different design. And our store had
Yeah.
because nobody wanted to buy it for the extra price it was. They were sitting around the store and like fucking 20 of them. Well, some places in the US at like micro centers they completely sold out of. So I'm like, fuck, I'll take it while it's here.
Dude, Micro Center. What a what a treat Micro Center is, man.
I've heard good things about it. They're all in the US, so I haven't even gotten to see one.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've never been to one. However, I had a friend pick something up from one of them for me, and she said that there's like security cops out in the parking lot. Like they have you have to like scan your ID or something to get in. It's really weird, man. Like
Interesting.
at least this one is because it's in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
everyone's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just in
Considering
Atlanta.
the price and amount of just money in there is fucking
Yeah,
insane. So that of
she
any place
said,
to have it, I guess I can get it.
yeah, she was like, it's basically like going through TSA in the states to get into
That's fucking
Micro
crazy.
Center. Yeah, dude. So I was like, it's a little crazy, man. I think I'm good on not going in a Micro Center. I'll just have you go in to get it every time.
Yeah, I've not heard of
Like I
that.
guess
That sounds like an Atlanta kind of thing for sure.
yeah, whenever you spend a certain amount of money, apparently they'll like have you pick it up in the back, like let you in, like in your car, and then you drive out, or like they'll have people walk out with you or something like that, so
Just
that
to
you don't
make sure
get
it's
like
secure as
robbed
possible.
in the parking lot. Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
insane.
With the amount of security they have for those places, it's crazy. They just had the issue that came up recently of it was Micro Center in oh fuck, I just said the name earlier to Megan. One of their newest stores that people were going in there and they were picking up 5090s. And it got reported on Reddit that one guy said about people like, oh, it's just clout. But turns out a bunch of people had the same issue where his 5090 in the box, sealed, brand new, was swapped out with 3 bags that were just packed into the box. And they continue with the promise to swap it out to have like an actual equivalent
Mhm.
5090 for them and everything for same price and all that.
Somebody would
Very original
die,
thing, but
man.
it's like it's
I would be very
crazy
pissed.
considering they're as a top tier business had that happen to them in like factory sealed conditions. So it's like something happened way deep in the chain of somebody stealing those.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Have you
insane.
seen? Did you ever see that? It was like a scam that they did at Walmart, and they were essentially taking and buying like these brand new couple $1,000 like LCD TVs or like these really
Mm.
expensive TVs, bringing them home, and then they were repackaging them with like broken TVs, or they would just pack them
God, yeah.
full with just bricks and shit, and they would bring them back and be like, "Oh, the TV doesn't work," and they would never check.
Yeah, it's
They would
crazy
just
that they don't check.
they would never check, and by the time they finally did check, they would be, long gone, and all the money would have been refunded. So they got away with a couple $1,000s and a TV that's
Mhm.
worth a couple $1,000s. So then they would go on to like Facebook Marketplace or offer up, let go, all that kind of stuff, and start selling it to get even more money.
Yep.
So yeah, it was insane, man. It was fucking crazy.
It's crazy how rampant that is. Like same thing's happening with it's happened in the past already before with graphics cards, but it's more rampant now with the 50 series being so shit. Where people buy like a 50, 90, 50, 80, they can get their hands on it. They will take off the cooler, swap out the baseboard with as cheap as they can, but semi-equivalent. Like I think they would go from like I think 50, 60 to 50, 80 so they could at least be in the same tier ish if people don't really know. And swap the baseboard but put on the cooler so it looks like it's still the 5090. But then if you actually like look at it on benchmarks and stuff and you're like, oh, that's a 5060, like what? And just completely swap out the motherboard, but they don't check or test them after the refund, so they get away with stealing a whole brand new thing that they can then water block up and have a sweet PC for free. Like crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking nuts, man. It's weird how people get away with a lot of stuff for a long time
Hmm.
until they don't, obviously. But like, yeah, the things they can get away with are pretty cool, pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And how many people stop doing it before they get caught? That it's like there's even more that just didn't get caught because they're just like, yeah, well, I think I know when to stop. I mean,
Yeah, dude. By the time that they realized that scam, I think they said Walmart had lost like a couple $100,000.
I believe it.
Like not like 130, like more like $400,000 to $500,000.
Yeah, I'm
I
surprised it's
can't
not
remember the
more.
exact
Honestly,
number.
in the millions at that point, with how much that
Yeah,
shit can go on and
no
at every
shit.
location.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can get started on this topic, man. So I guess Christian talked about how he wanted to make the podcast unique, having a variety of unique perspectives, honest conversations, and comedic elements. Some stupid segments coming along with that. Some of the cast liked, some didn't. Um, and I guess we just like really talk about some of the things that we liked and didn't at this point. Some of the segments. I guess we could just go into that. It'd be kind of
Okay.
cool. Yeah. And then the podcast continues to evolve, shifting tones and production qualities. I mean, cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've never been a fan of Flights of Fancy except for that one time.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, and it just seemed kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seemed very Family Guy esque, and I was just kind of like, I'm not a fan of this one.
Okay.
Until we
Yeah.
did the one where it was like they forced me, or Christian forced me and him to be like the flight attendants or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
First mates, man. And I was like, Jesus. And we pushed the bar pretty hard on that one. I thought that was a good one, but it was done differently to the point where it wasn't, I feel like, a Flights of Fancy episode.
Didn't feel the exact same.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't like the same shit recycled over and over again.
Hmm.
What about you? Oh,
About so like as a whole, or just like anything that like wasn't good was.
really pretty much anything. I mean, I was mainly going on segments, but we can shift it to that too. Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I think a lot of the older stuff that we did with just having like these like random little segments, like some of them worked, some didn't, and it's kind of shown by like uh Smash or the can you smash that and all that's like they were interesting to have the segments to start off, but I think it's done better by going to the overarching like themes of just general talking than
Yeah.
being like segment to segment. Oh, okay, I think we're talking about push on the next thing. Like it just didn't feel as natural of a thing you want to watch for the podcast. This feels
Yeah, man. I agree. The the segment thing is not a big. I'm not huge on segments. I do think that sometimes like I think the questionnaire thing is awesome,
yeah,
right? So like this episode, we're having some questionnaires that Christian can come up with some great questions. As we learned, he's got some really raunchy would you rather's, right? He's a
yeah.
little out there on those, but and that's why we locked him in the well the first time. But this is kind of like his questions and the questionnaires and those kinds of episodes I feel like are a lot more engaging, and a lot of people can take different perspectives out of it, which is like one of the main things that he wanted to get from the podcast was unique perspectives, which is really what everybody wants, right? Is to hear something different, and then honest conversations. The comedy element obviously just comes in from the random shit. Like the would you rather segments are funny. I think the first one we did where I just took over, and I wish I still had that, or I knew what episode that was. It was definitely like over a year ago at this point.
Okay.
But when I took that over and Christian was just having a meltdown, bro, that was like he was. It wasn't like
Yep.
yeah, it wasn't the
Recently.
episode called this shouldn't be aired or whatever. It wasn't that one. It was a different one, but that was a good episode. I don't give a fuck what he says. That was by far top three episodes of all time.
Every time Christian's pissed off, top 3 episodes.
Yeah, top three. It's just always it's like a constantly shifting list, as it should be. But but that definitely provides a little bit more. Yeah, the Omegle Man thing was kind of fucking stupid. But it helped that when I did it, I was drunk as fuck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's always the thing that takes a lot.
Yeah, man. I would love to try it when I'm like high as shit, dude, just to see how that would work. But dude, I give it the voice actors, man, because that shit is just so cringy to do. Like in an introspective thought like thing, like you watching it isn't inherently cringy and like getting the idea of what it is, but to me doing it is cringy as fuck, and I don't want people looking at me while I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
The different perspectives. I love the questionnaires. I really do. I tell them all the time. I'm like, yo, we need to lean in more into that because we can still get funny shit out of it, right? And dude, I wish I had a list of the fucking things that we did. Like he's trying to make me do an Omegle Man episode or an Omegle Man thing right now, and I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that because I'm not doing that segment. Yeah, so the premise is it's Omegle Man has been banned from every gym in the country after interrupting a TikTok influencer's set. Now Omegle Man struggles to find a place that will allow him to get his gains. I genuinely think that if we had this animated, we can make it into like a legitimate animated YouTube
that would
thing.
make the biggest part need to be animated.
Yeah, it would be so fucking funny, dude. Especially now that Omegle's not a thing anymore. It's just it would be perfect.
I think it could be solid. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I think at this point we should shift away from doing the sketches, the fucking segments or whatever.
Yeah,
because it's just not
to do other people to have as well that have perspectives, like with the whole mental health episode was much more interesting with that. I think
I'm still upset that I couldn't get Yuki in on that, man, because that motherfucker has been traveling for the past month. He just got back today, and I was like, "Hey, man, do you want to jump in on this podcast?" And he's like, "Oh, I would, but unfortunately, I'm." And I think it's funny the voice impression I'm doing right now when he finally comes on the show. Not how he sounds at all, but he's pissing me off, so I'm going to do it. Actually,
he pissed you off, so you're going to piss him off with a voice impression.
Absolutely. Actually, I just got back from my wherever the fuck I was today, and so I got a lot of stuff to do around the house. And I'm like, what, clean? Bitch, you can do that later. Or do it while we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, it's not like we're that high strung of a podcast to have to worry about.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And I mean, dude, he'd be so great for the mental health shit. I think that we should just readdress it at one point with him in. You know what I mean? Because I make some racy jokes a lot, and I make some really fuck shit jokes about fucking what's self-immolation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey man, I'd really appreciate if you'd stop joking like that. I can't tell if you're being serious or not." And I'm like, "Well, everything has a half truth to it, right?"
Yeah.
Even though I don't firmly believe in that, I say that, and he's like, "All right, I don't like that either."
That was not the answer I wanted.
He's like, "Please don't do it." He was like, "Oh, fucking, there's an act in Florida. I can't remember what it's called, but he was like, I will institute that act on you. It's like basically where the cops can come and take you to an insane asylum or like a weekend getaway with the grippy socks." And I'm like, I don't live in Florida, bitch. You can't do that to me. But there's like a nationwide thing. It's called like, there's like a nationwide thing called 5150, which is essentially the same thing. Like if they are not in sound mind, you can have them, taken against their will.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. So what's your I guess this is kind of just a general thing, man. So, like, what's your favorite podcast to listen to, or like TV shows, or any sort of media as a whole?
I've got to be the worst person to ask that. I don't like watch any podcasts, really care for most TV shows. When it's like anything I'm watching, it's anime and just something that takes me out of more reality stuff from it and just have a good time watching it if that's what I want to watch. Like
Oh yeah.
lately with my spouse and some friends from the Discord that we got to meet more with a friend's wedding. We watched, what was it? The Outsiders, which is like a horror show on HBO Max, and The Terror was another one. Same, a lot of horror shows for them. So it's like that's the only thing I've been watching. It's more like TV side now. And then other than that, just YouTube, I guess I could consider the most podcast-ish with like Yogscast a little bit, their latest thing of Jaffa Factory, of just listening to them talk about random things throughout there, just have that on the background while I'm doing that. So it's like I probably have the weirdest media tastes of most people I know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people that listen. There's this guy. It's called Radio Rebel. His name is Ghost, quote unquote, and it's
Okay.
like a Alex Jones like bit that
Oh
this dude
boy. Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. But he listens to that every time he's live, and he just says the wildest shit, man. It's pretty funny. But yeah, man, yeah. But dude, I mean, mine's a little. I'm kind of the same. I do consume a lot of YouTube media
Hmm.
just because it's entertaining. It's got that same familiar formula for the most part. Like video essays are my favorite, hands down. And
Yeah.
wildly enough, I'm wearing almost like a fucking Hawaiian shirt ass thing when I'm about to say this. Like, dude, Wendigoon videos are great. I love like listening to
Okay.
Wendigoon
Yeah.
videos. Just like when I'm on like a long drive, or he has a podcast. I think I've mentioned it before on here called Creepcast with Papa Meat,
Okay. Yeah.
aka Meat
Yeah.
Canyon, right? And that's just literally retelling uh, creepy pastas and r/no sleeps. They're just like voice acting it, but also reading it. And
Hmm.
of course, they'll take times in between and they'll like talk about it or like rib each other on certain things, and it's just really good, man. I'll spend hours listening to that on a drive, and it helps me stay awake because they're just fucking funny. Uh, like there was one part where he literally started singing. He sang for like 4 minutes. Meat Canyon did, singing like Hall and Oates songs, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? Like every time Winnegoon tried to say something, he would be like, Sarah, smile. This is like Jesus Christ, bro.
I
So
feel
it's
like I'd be
awesome,
more
dude.
into those things if I did have longer periods of time where I couldn't do anything else but that. Like with Megan walking to work sometimes, and that there's the podcast. For me, when it's like a long trip, it ends up being just listening to songs because I'm not doing it too often, and the songs don't get too repetitive to me. If I have a pretty expansive list of ones I enjoy going through. But yeah, like if I was even just traveling more for like my work, but instead I do it from home, like I probably would end up getting into more of those things. Yet I don't. Megan, though, on the other hand, is like some true crime podcasts that listen to at like 1.5 times speed on the way to work.
Jesus, that is borderline like ADHD coded behavior,
Oh, it
man.
is, yes. But apparently it's a pretty
Yeah.
common thing from a lot of people I've heard of just like listen to
Is
podcasts
a
at
lot of
speed.
people or is a lot of women?
I've heard various people, not just women.
Okay. I
It's just
was
like
gonna say, man, the
a lot of
TikTok
people are
brain
like, "Oh,
rot,
that's
brother.
weird," yeah, and think brain rot right away.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. That's all it is. It's like the constant need for stimulation, dude.
Yeah,
Like when I tell people, sometimes I'll just stare at a wall for fucking 3 hours at a time. They're like, "That's not normal," and I'm like, "Oh, but it's normal for you to stare at your phone for 3 hours." Like,
yeah,
I don't need stimulation. I could be like a plant and just do this.
that's fair. I think I agree. It's a weird one for that. I think a part of it for Megan is listening on that speed because of the time to get to work. We're relatively close, and that's another part too. Wanting to actually like understand it, hear it. and like know the story of it rather than just like, oh, I just got cut off like 1/8 of the way through multiple times, rather than just like, okay, maybe a few breaks here and there.
Yeah, for me, man, that's like one of our buddies tried to his name is Ian. He told me that I was dopamine I needed a dopamine detox because I was trying to tell him that like I can't play the kind of video games that they play. I was like, I need to be stimulated when I play it, or else I'm just bored and don't care. And they're like, oh, you need dopamine detox. I'm like, no, like what the fuck? Why would I play the game other than that? Just to waste time?
Yeah.
Like, no, man, I need to be engaging in something. Like I'm not into like I'm into base building to an extent, right? At least like 7 Days to Die, awesome. Rust, if there weren't so many tryhards on there and I could keep my base and not have a wipe every 30 minutes, down. Like awesome.
Yeah.
But I can't just fucking do some like what's that game? Subnautica. I fucking hated Subnautica. Was not a fan. Because there's like a certain level of grindiness that I can tolerate. I also am just not a big fan of like water maps in games. So like an entire game based around water, I'm like, I'm fucking good, bro. I am so good on that. I don't want to do that shit. So, I'll be like, I'll tell them that shit too. Like, I don't need to be stimulated all the time. But if I am playing a fucking video game, I am not going to be playing a game that is like super fucking grindy and there's no outcome. Like, dude, you could argue that the fact that you are like Destiny, right? Fuck
Yeah.
Destiny. That shit is ass. I'm not grinding and playing the same goddamn level 100 times to get like one piece of armor. Fuck that, dude. That's stupid. I'm not.
It's like,
Yeah,
the thing is, you don't have to play like that. So many people do, and those are the people you see that are just like, I need this like god roll. This is like, you don't
yeah,
need that to play. You can play with literally fucking anything. You can play with the base shit they
yeah.
give you and still succeed.
That's the people that I played with when I played Destiny, and I was like, I don't know why you guys like this fucking game. If this is how this game is played, I'm good, man. And so I just, yeah, it was just not something I was into, man.
That's all you see. Sure,
Yeah,
I
and
luckily got into it on my own accord. Nobody else brought me in, and I was like, okay, I played it the way I wanted to. I
yep,
still enjoy it. It's just that I don't have any friends to play it with right now, so I can't
yeah.
jump into the new content.
Let me ask you this, man. Do you when you play, or when do you go to the gym every once in a while, right?
No, I don't actually.
All right. Well, when you did go to the
Want to.
gym, if you ever did, okay. So yeah, when you did go to the gym, did you listen to music or like anything while you were doing it,
Oh,
or
music,
just
yeah.
did you raw dog it? Okay. So like you can make that argument too, right? That oh well, if I need music to go to the gym, I have a fucking dopamine issue, or like
Oh,
I have an
yeah.
issue where I can't concentrate. Me, on the other hand, I raw dog my shit, bro. I raw dog it. I'll go in there and I'll just fucking pure anger, hatred, and frustration. Nah, I'm playing. I don't do that shit. I used to though, man, because like my headphones busted, and so I got used to it. And people just look at me like I was a fucking psycho while I'm sitting here, like low
You did
key
it by chance and then
mumbling.
just went with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was just normal, dude. Like, I mean, fuck. All of the tests that I've taken, like physical tests for my jobs, I wasn't allowed to listen to music while I did it. So I was like,
Yeah.
why practice listening to music or podcasts if I can't do it that way? Now, when I'm in the off time or if I'm not doing like workouts to prep for that, yeah, fuck it. I'll pop in a podcast and listen to it while I'm working out. And it makes me look like a fucking psycho when I start busting into like I'm laughing while I'm doing a workout and people
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this guy's problem, right?
Ready to kick you
Yeah,
out
and
of
it's
gym
just
for
like,
looking like a psychopath though you're trying to
dude, I almost got kicked out of the gym the other day. Well, I think I'm on like a tether right now, right? So I got a complaint on me because I answered a phone call while I was in the gym, which is apparently against the rules.
Okay.
Whatever, right? But
Yeah.
I was in a cool down room. I was in the stretching cool down room, and I was stretching. I just finished doing like a circuit where I was doing like burpees and then push ups and then sit ups, right? That was to finish out my workout, and I'm just sitting there like my brother calls me. He's going off shift, and he's like, talking to me about some shit because I haven't talked to him. Like, we don't get to talk that often. So I'm talking to him, and there's another guy in there with me, old Navy veteran. He's like fucking 70, maybe 60 something. Good for him for being in the gym. But this fucking dude, man, he has these headphones that look like this, but black on his
Yeah.
fucking head. He can't hear a word I'm saying. And then he looks at me over there, like while I'm talking, while I'm literally resting, or like I think I was stretching at the time. And I make eye contact with him and I nod, and he goes, He's looking around, doing that little fucking bit. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is what does he want? I'm like, hey, how's it going? He just looks at me and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, why it's always gonna be the weird old veterans? What the fuck? Why
Yeah,
are they
right,
the
dude. And
most
then he
arrogant
walks,
assholes?
dude, it gets worse because he walks over to this to the gym rules sheet that's over in the corner of the
Oh
room.
god.
And he fucking stares at it. And he does like the hands on the hip, looks at me, and then he goes, make sure I'm looking. And he starts tapping on it.
Makes me think
And I'm
like
like,
gym nerd, like a buff nerd emoji with a Just like-
I took my headphones. I'm like, yo, do we have a fucking problem, bro? Like, do you want to fucking talk? And then he just goes, and then walked away. And next thing I know, he's on the phone calling the manager. I'm like, man, get fucked, bro. It's 4 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. Leave me the fuck alone. And there's another thing I did the other day. I was on the treadmill. What the fuck was I doing? Oh, I took my shirt off. I mean, and again, I understand
Yeah.
that, right? But it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning because I go random fucking times when I know people aren't going to be in there because I'm like, I need to fucking focus. And if I'm
Yeah.
making loud ass noises when I'm doing my shit, I don't want people to be like upset or offended. And mind you, I don't go to like a Planet Fitness or anything like that. I go to a gym where I can key in
Yeah.
after
Okay.
hours without having to worry about a fucking lunk alarm or whatever.
That's
Not
even more
hating on Planet
ridiculous. That's the
Fitness.
case for you then.
Yeah, I was saying not hating on Planet Fitness. I know a lot of big dudes that get good workouts in there. It's just a matter of like, I know with what I do, I would get that shit set off.
I've
So
heard
I
a lot
don't
of
go
issues where it's
there.
like the people who actually work out are the people who get kicked out of the gym because like, hey, I feel uncomfortable with them like actually doing their fitness and they make me
Yeah.
feel insecure about me not actually doing anything about fitness. Like
Yeah, I've seen it before, man. Like the complaint I got on me for my shirt
yeah.
was I was wearing a
That's-
material that's a little bit too tight around here.
Mm.
So I got a big ass neck. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I got a big ass fucking neck. And so when I'm working out and I'm wearing like a cotton shirt or whatever and it starts tightening up,
Mhm.
I feel like I can't breathe. It's just like a personal thing for me. So I start
Yeah.
fucking ripping at the thing and I'm like, this isn't working. So I took the bitch off. I'm like, fuck. I had to take it off and air off a little bit and like kind of cool myself down. And it was a dude. It's not like there was any women in there. It was a fucking grown ass man complained on me for having my
Mhm.
fucking shirt off on the treadmill at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's
And
crazy that early in the morning. Like middle
I'm
of the
like,
day, okay. And if that's in the rules,
yeah,
okay. But like early
yeah.
ass morning.
Wildly enough, dude, I did look over the rules after that old man was slapping the paper with his finger and doing the little.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was anything about not taking your shirt off. I don't think there was anything about that in there.
Yeah.
So I was
Okay,
like,
then even more so, like what the fuck, yeah.
yeah, I mean the girl, dude, one of the girls that works there, she wears the it's just like the training bra type thing.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I mean, fuck, I'm not saying it's the same equivalent, but it's like
But you're
you know,
showing more
man,
skin with that than like you for a half second just because you want to like sweat off.
yeah. So
And
I
it
might
actually
just
makes
get
it cool.
I might get a fucking crop top, dude. Just do like a fucking like a jersey and turn into a crop top and just walk around the gym like, ooh, my shirt's on. I have a shirt.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, I love the gym culture now, dude, especially with how people are just kind of it's like a whole lot of things where people are getting on like gear at like 17 through 20 and they're just doing stupid shit, hurting themselves.
Mm.
It's crazy, man, because people are worried about me, you know, the guy who's in here just literally trying to stay in shape for his job, and you motherfuckers are like, I don't like the way he looks. I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and complain.
We'll
And it's
put
like, dude,
him.
yeah, right, because I get loud, man. I do sometimes. I'm not like,
Yeah, not just
I'm
making
like,
sense to be like on the TikTok.
yeah,
Kind of,
dude. Like
you have
if I'm at my
legitimate.
fucking, if I'm on like my fucking second to last exercise of the day, and I'm like, I still need to go hard as fuck. My muscles are fatigued. I'm pushing out every last ounce of effort I have. I'm gonna make a fucking grunt or get kind of loud. That's just
Yeah.
gonna happen.
But it's not like you're trying to make excessive noise and
No, and
not
again,
making
I go at weird hours so that I don't have to worry about people feeling uncomfortable. And if you're in there when I'm in there, man, fucking just understand I'm not looking at you. I don't give a fuck about you. Do your thing. I'm gonna do
yeah.
my thing. But man, the other day it was like 11. It was like 11 o'clock. I think I got in there about like 9:30, and it was about 11:15. I was about to finish my shit out, and there was these two women in there. One's a little bit bigger, the other one is like small, like real small.
Okay.
And they just kept fucking coming up to me and bothering the ever loving shit out of me, dude. And the other few people that were in there, they knew them by name. They were like, "Oh, hey, Randy," or "Hey, such and such," or "How blah blah blah," like, you know, talking.
Yeah.
And they would come up to me. I'm in the middle of a fucking set, bro. Like, fucking sweat
Just
pouring
edit.
down my fucking face. I'm just, and then I see this girl like standing right here. I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she's, "Oh, I just want to know what that exercise was." And I'm like, "It's a row." Like it's a row. Like, and
Normal ass
I took my,
exercise.
yeah, I took my headphones out. I'm like, "Hey, look, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you want me to show you how to do it, I can. Like, whatever.
Just
Just
talk to me rather
next
than just
time."
stare close.
Well, yeah, I was like, "Next time, please just wait until I'm done with my set, and I will gladly, you know, talk to you like about it. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, you just scared the fuck out of me for a second." So she's like, "Oh yeah, of course." Blah, blah, blah. So I showed her how to do it, and then it was like constant after that. They would just come up to me and just like, "Oh," I'm like, "Hey man, look, it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm not trying to fucking talk to you. I am literally here to work out and get my shit on." Yeah, dude. I'm like, I'm like, I guess some people use it for their social, their, you know, social whatever, that social time for them,
Yeah, but
or like
you're not
use
a
it.
part of their group.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
Like
like,
that's a
why they
whole
use
nother
it?
thing.
Not social time. But they use it to get more social interactions out of people,
Mhm.
because not a lot of people outside of their work
Oh
go
yeah, yeah,
anywhere.
yeah. Considering
So that's what I
most of our
assume
life
it
experience
is.
that.
Yeah, and that's what I assume it is. So I try not to be an absolute dickhead when these people come up to me and talk to me. Like,
Well,
dude,
when it's
I've had,
excessive and they're all there, it's like it's a bit much for even
yeah,
you.
like I've had dudes come up to me and ask me how to do certain shit before. I have people come up to me a lot and talk to me, but
Yeah,
it's just like sometimes, man, like,
you just want to
fuck.
relax. You just want to focus. You just want to get your
Yeah,
gym time in, get out.
I just want to do my thing, bro. That's all I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
do.
Like that's
Yeah, I think it's
honestly
hard.
not that much to ask.
No, yeah, absolutely not. And again, I'm not an asshole. If somebody wants to talk to me, but wait till I'm done with my set.
Yeah,
So I'm not about to fucking, you know, be like, "Oh, where's my momentum?"
and crash
It's
out on them over them, just trying to bother you.
it's like, I like, God damn. So now we got a questionnaire.
Hmm.
Let's see. All right, so we got three universal questions, and then he has two unique questions for me. I think I'm not reading them yet, but I guarantee you they are targeting me.
Oh boy.
All right, so the first thing is, what do you like the most about the Internet Bump Show?
Now the more casual talks than we used to have, like just the whole like random conversation talking about the gym. Like even though I don't really go there, like just seeing your experience about it, honestly getting to chat in a different way than whatever chats they might have in a VC. Even if we talk more often and do the gaming stuff, like it just changes up what we end up talking about. Now,
Yeah,
it's kind
facts,
of nice.
facts. What do you dislike the most about the Internet Bump Show?
I think we kind of talked about that before with more about the scripted stuff
Segments.
was when it was more that. Now how late we started and how it feels like don't hear anything back about like, oh hey, we're starting. Okay, cool. Delay
Yeah,
hour. I'm like, I had to pick up Megan and like what
yeah.
the fuck?
That's what I did. I was like, I dead ass. I was just waiting on somebody to tell me when they were ready. I was like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
give a
didn't hear
shit.
anything from you. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit in the VC until I hear something back. That's why I was like, okay, I gotta at you
Yeah.
guys now at this point because I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
not
dude,
hearing anything
fucking
from you again.
Discord does not alert me for most things. So
Mm,
like getting my number or like Snapchat is the number one ways to get a hold of me.
Gosh, I don't use that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, on Fortnite. Very on Fortnite.
Very
But
unfortunate.
yeah, I agree, man. I think the best part about the Internet Bum Show is definitely the just casual conversation and just the camaraderie. The
Yeah.
dislikes, of course, would be, you know, just certain segments, not all of them. I mean, they're unique, they're creative,
Hmm.
and I don't know, like some of them are just kind of hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and that's always gonna be the case on all podcasts.
Yeah. All right. So Christian's
Most
kind
just
of
like
like,
AJ's soundboard too.
oh, dude, I fucking hate the soundboard thing, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when we fucking mute him and then he keeps like, ha ha ha, it's still going, and we're like, no, it's not, you fucking
Yeah, that
idiot.
is the best.
You're muted. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I did like a 3-hour show yesterday. I think that's why my lungs are all fucked today. I have no idea.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer when the podcast is freeballed more or stays on track more?
Free balled. Gotta be free balled.
Yeah, I would say it depends, man. Sometimes the
True.
structure is needed, but like this episode shouldn't exist, bro. I swear to God, derailing that made it so much funnier.
I think,
And
it
again,
depends on the seriousness of the topic. If it was like the mental health
mental
one,
health thing. Yeah.
no, more off topic. Nah, that was good because it was on track, but otherwise, yeah, no, gotta be better off.
Yeah. I agree, man. Sometimes structure is great. Sometimes chaos is great.
I think
And
it's good to mix it up with all things, and that's included in the structure of this.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, what is something you think absolutely needs to change about Tibbs to improve? Dude, we have harped on this already, I feel like 100 times over. I would say to add to it, just to give it something different, we need more consistency with the cast. So, like, not you, not the whole Christians missing thing going on. I would say it's like getting more people in, like how we wanted initially, and having them actually show up. So, like with my people, like Q, dude, I've been wanting to get Q on an episode like this for so fucking long to where he can actually like communicate and talk about shit. But it seems like every time I get Q on, it's a fucking episode that has to do with previous episodes, and he's not like the one where it was the contest or whatever, like quizzing. Q got a couple questions right, wildly enough. He did. But that was like a, hey man, you know, like why would we even invite people on for shit like this if they're not avid listeners, they're just guests.
Yeah.
And I think that you know, AJ, I just more communication,
If we had
man. Like
people who were more consistent to the schedule, then we could actually plan around it. Like if we were able to know that Q's coming for a certain thing, then we can plan the episode off of that rather than be like, oh, episode 2 weeks out, and then Q only responds like a day in advance, being like, oh, I can actually be there.
Yeah.
Like, and that goes for any guests, not just
Dude, like that day we did the oh my god, perfect heist. The fact that I got any of those dudes to show up when they said they were going to was fucking outstanding. I don't think y'all understand how many goddamn like loops I had to do in order to get all those motherfuckers in here when they said they were going to get in here. It was wild.
That bad, huh?
It was annoying, dude. I had to call like 2 of them and be like, "Yo, dude, you said you'd be here," and they're like, "Yeah, but."
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I liked about with that mental health one that counts as the guild members. Although there was some shit before that ended up going almost like the fact that getting that group of people in, being able to plan that out early with like the specific guests in mind, made it a lot more interesting than it could have been to actually like have that talk. So yeah, I think less so for my worries about consistency and having certain people in, more so consistency with having people who like just having people in, like other than us. So like a podcast or two with just us, and we focus it around that. Great. With more people in, then we focus on some new different things, and I think that would be great too. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, really depends.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, even the cult episode, I was like, hell yeah, I'm excited. I love cults. And then to find out that we're like focusing on 2 or 3 internet, like, not even real things, I'm like, man, this is fucking, god damn it, dude. I wish we could have just done, and we are going to do it one of these days, like, just talk about cults, right? Or like something real, like outside of the internet space. It'd be fucking amazing. All right, so I got some unique questions that are labeled for me.
So Jake misunderstood what I was saying with the outline. Basically, I had prepared 3 outlines, depending on who was going to co-host or main host in my absence, and that was Jake's outline, so those questions were unique to his outline, not specifically intended for him. But that's it's my bad for not explaining that clearer.
Personally, is there such a thing as too much chaos in a podcast? And I would say I know exactly where this question's coming from. It's coming from, you know, back when we had Angel on all the time. And I would say that there is such a thing as too much chaos. Because there'd be times where Angel, like, we would be in a conversation, he would just start blurting out random fucking words.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right, dude, reel it back in. Come on, like, let's get through this fucking thought. Or when AJ does the fucking soundboard thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, this is getting us nowhere. It's getting kind of fucking, it's played out, right? Like, you can get to a point where something is played out, and if you just keep doing it,
Yeah.
it's not getting funnier. It's just getting more like, oh my fucking God, dude, stop. And that's where a
That's fair.
lot of that got to, yeah. So I feel like that's kind of where I would go with that. That, yeah, there can be too much chaos.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, have you seen
makes
Matan Evans podcasts?
No. Never.
So they're pretty chaotic. They're really chaotic. But in like the most, it's a new bit going on every time.
Okay. Yeah.
And it gets fucking funny, right? So I think that if you have a bit, oh shit, sorry, that you're doing that is dying, maybe change the fucking bit, bro. Like, don't keep shouting the same stupid shit out every 5 seconds. Take a fucking breath and then do something different. Or, hey man, I've told you, stop with this goddamn soundboard. If you do it again, I'm muting you. And you do it again, it's like, what the fuck did you accomplish? Now we're down a podcast.
Yeah.
Or now we're down a podcast member.
Yeah. And
so
basically muting just for that case. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then this next question is, if you had to invent your own podcast format, what would it look like? And I would say like an actual sit down podcast with like, like a real fucking, vibe,
Yeah.
like people sitting down and doing it. Like, I don't know, man. Like, we have a man cave, dude, and it's fucking sick. I've been saying it for years now that we should have a fucking podcast in there. And we tried something out where we were doing movie reviews, right? And so we would watch them in there and do like a live react to them while we watched them in this space, and like there was a camera on us. But we're so fucking low budget, we don't have the equipment needed to make that work the way it's supposed to work. Great idea on paper, but not executed well because of the lack of funds. So I'm like, well, fuck. I'm not going to go in debt for all these microphones and a studio quality camera that we would need for this just to fucking, start a podcast. That would be my ideal one, or doing like a normal, again, sit down, like, hey, this is a really cool looking fucking room. I think it's called the Cancel Us podcast or Cancel Me podcast or whatever. It's got a lot of the gun tubers on it.
Okay.
Let me see. Actually, let me double check. Let me check this out. Cancel. Oh, that's funny. It's definitely not canceled because that's Tana Mongeau and Brooke Schofield. That one had the one chick who said the hard R, and she was like, "You need to get out of here."
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. It's been a while since I
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, Tana, aren't you one of those people that did that back in the day? Wild. What's the dude's name? Don't know.
You can get away with anything though nowadays.
Yeah, right. Unsubscribe podcast, that's what it's called. Yeah, so like if you go look at the Unsubscribe podcast, like, look, dude, it's really chill, like a real cool fucking room. And yeah, man, just no fucking shot. Welcome, AJ.
What's up? It's sun dried as fuck right now. I was doing some yard work, for my ancestors, making sure that they understood that I knew their struggle and I was there in spirit.
Were you singing
Don't
Berta Berta or Wade in the Water?
both songs I hate, so no.
Hey, you don't like Berta Berta? Berta Berta's great, man.
Nah, bro, I can't sing that song.
It's one of my favorite ones, dude. Parchment Farms, baby.
I'm gonna pray for you.
Don't. That brings me great sorrow.
Mm-hmm.
boy. Well, yeah, I think we're pretty much done at this point. Yeah.
I missed it.
Um,
Damn.
yeah, you missed. It's all good, man. Actually, I guess I could ask you these questions since you're here now.
Yeah, go for it. No,
All right.
Time for some
I'll
editing
yeah,
magic
so-
from council. All up to
Yeah,
you.
right. Just throw them in. Just throw them back in the loop.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Oh God, it's turned to fucking nuke went off in your room. God,
Jesus Christ.
solar radiation.
it turned to what?
He said, you just said you were sun dried from the sun, bro. It's like radiating off of you into your fucking camera right now.
Yeah, bro.
Shit's so
Jesus
goddamn
Christ.
I'm hella illuminated right now.
All right. So the first question I got for you. What do you like the most about the Internet Bum Show and what do you dislike?
What I like most about the Internet Bum Show is how we all get to, like get together and talk about the weirdest shit. We can go back and forth with each other, but it's like no hate, nobody gets upset, nobody calls anybody like a true racist and shit. It's just, it's the boys getting together and having fun. And that's the most important thing. So, like, with that being the case, one thing I do is, where we have moments where
Your mic
shit just
changed over.
go right. Say what?
I was saying your mic just changed over completely.
So what's happening?
It sounds better now. You're good. Just
Yeah,
keep
it sounds
going.
better.
Yeah, my Discord and shit's like fucking up real bad. So
Gotcha.
That's why. Okay.
that's why I'm trying to like fix it on the fly.
Got it. Okay.
And-
No, what's going on?
But
Yeah.
all right, there we go.
Oh
Oh,
no.
damn
What's
it.
sad about this? God damn it.
but like we just get together and shit and it's fun. The thing that I hate the most is like when everything like gets this is bright as fuck. I don't know why. Everything like
do the light skin face real quick.
you want the light skin face. I hate
Yeah, do the light
skin
skin face because that shit is making you look like Drake.
Don't please choose another light skinned person outside of Drake.
Are there others?
It's a few.
Neo.
Like Dave East is one.
Do the what's that motherfucker's name? The fat dude who just did whiteface. Drewski, yeah, Drewski, yeah.
Drewski.
Yeah.
I can't
That
do
shit was
Drewski. I can't
was
do
wild.
Drewskis with this, but if I like take the camera and put it like real close, yeah, that's yeah, that's Drewski.
Oh God.
Like fat bastard. Like I can't do shit like that. But yeah, it's like we joke and shit and go back and forth and everything's perfectly fine. The only parts I hate is just like when shit goes sideways and people catch attitude for no reason. And it's just like, dude, it's not that deep. Just we're all here, just having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So do you prefer when the podcast is freeballed more or stays on track?
Free ball.
Yeah, of course. We love free balling.
Yeah. Balls free
Balling.
each time. It's I hate shit that goes in like order and everything like that. Like it has a like set shit, and it's just like, dude, we don't really need anything set. It just let shit flow and just have fun with it. Like just as long as everything stays on.
Tests from number 1 to 10, or do you jump around questions?
I do that. I jump around.
To be honest with you, I go from it. It could be 100 questions. I go from 1 to 75 to 36 to 23, back to 75 because there's more shit to say about it, and then end it off with 100. So yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. So the next one.
Take a sip of my cold air.
James' son.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah,
James'
I
son.
need it, man.
What is something you think absolutely needs to change about Tibbs to improve?
The moments where shit gets boring.
What makes shit boring
Okay.
to you?
we have
Yes.
moments. Yeah, we have moments where we talk and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But then after a while, shit gets like mad monotone, and it's like I don't know each of y'all personally. Jake, I know you. So
Yeah, we've
it's
drank
just
and
like
rapped.
we drink, we rap. You met my mama. The hell, she
Your
wanted to meet
mom,
you
your mom
again.
gave me a plate.
Yeah, she got more. She got more food if you want it. Just saying.
Yeah.
But it's just like sometimes shit gets monotone, and we just need to like spruce it up and put like random shit in. Like, yeah, no, just run with it. And sometimes we could have the audience. We could turn into Stone Cold
Anything but
Steve
that
Austin
one.
and be like,
I am so
Anything.
goddamn fed up with that fucking soundboard, AJ. God
like
damn it.
legit. You just gotta have like some shit that'll keep everybody going and like pumped and stuff because you want to draw more people in. You don't want to turn it to like one of those podcasts where it's just like, oh yeah, and we had these conversations and everything was good and I just want to have some coffee right now and I'll go take my wife out and we'll get like a cheeseburger or some shit. You want some shit that we're like, man, I saw a bitch with some big ass tits today. Like it's some weird shit. Like have a weird moment, like, oh, my neighbor's dog was barking too much, so I kicked him in the ass. Like it's just like random shit. Just
I'm
have a
50
moment.
50 on that, man. Because, like, yeah, having moments like that are great. But also, like, it just, some of it feels forced, right? So, like, we say random shit all the time because it's just, that's us, right? We got
Yeah.
stupid fucking funny shit. But sometimes I feel like if you just go way too off the deep end over and over and over again, it feels more like clip farming than real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Just be
Yeah.
legit with it. Be genuine. Like Mike or Jake, I'm gonna be real. When you drink and you say the weirdest shit in the fucking world, it's off the rail, but it's a good
Oh, it's
off the
great.
rail.
It's great.
And
It's awesome.
wow, here we go. Yeah, just smell your own fart there, buddy. But
Goddamn
yeah,
right. I
when
got to
shit,
when I can. You know what I'm saying?
you big bitch. But it's just like have a fucking ball with it, man. Like this is some shit that we want to have take off the ground, and we don't want it to be so monotonous and just so lackluster with life that it just turns like to a everyday type deal. So yeah, like we can have moments where like oh shit goes off the rail and we'll bring it back. It's like oh bring it in and shit. Or we could have one moment where somebody just starts talking and then you just play a random fart noise or just look at them and go, this bitch. It's just like you can have fun.
I don't even know what just happened there. It sounded like a bunch of a random assortment of noises.
Must I do everything for you boys? That sound effect is taken from the Silk Sonic song Smoking Out the Window, and I'll play the correct clip for you now.
This bitch got me paying her rent, paying for trips, diamonds on her neck, diamonds on her wrist, and here I am all alone.
Is that Cardi? Is that Playboy Cardi?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, really cutting out. Goddamn.
What are you doing, buddy?
Stretching my forearms.
I got you. I'm staring like directly at you right now. Jake. Look into my black eyes. I was gonna say something else.
Your eyes are brown.
Yeah, exactly.
I was talking about the color of my skin, you asshole. But you know what? Whatever.
Your skin is brown.
No, this.
You look like caramel coffee right now. God damn it! With that fucking light shined on
What
you.
your hair is
You know
black,
what?
your hair is
Fuck
black.
this goddamn. I'm turning it off. There you go. I
You look
went
like
back.
a fucking that goddamn spotlight on you changed you 50 shades of fucking caramel.
I went back to full Negro. Damn it. There we go. How about that shit, you bastard?
I fuck with it. I'm down. I like it. You went from
Say it. What the fuck you gotta say, you bastard?
you went from fucking Steph Curry to goddamn Booker T. Washington.
Goddamn.
Steph Curry to Patrick Ewing.
Oh, Jesus, goddamn.
He put Steph Curry to Matumbo, like you, like for
Oh, buddy.
not
Oh
today.
man.
Well, yeah,
Oh
just
boy.
have,
But yeah, we got
just have fun with that shit.
really that was it, man. I mean, We got the light at the end of the tunnel now. So let's
Oh,
I'll go ahead and stream my screen.
okay.
Don't you do that?
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, this is another one of those things where I'm like, man, this fucking horse shit. All right, I'm gonna read the description to you people.
Okay.
It says a woman learns how trips to the bathroom work for men. ... sometimes. All right, y'all ready?
Because that shirt
what?
he's wearing and everything does not inspire any confidence in the guy in the back kinking a hose and wearing that shit.
He's also got the look at it. He's also got the
got a fanny
pack.
pack?
Back of the dude.
Hell yeah, bro.
What is he doing with a fanny pack?
Prove a point, and we're about to
I already hate it. Fucking
All right.
goddamn it.
Come on, what we doing?
Shorten it up.
Shorten it.
Shorten that thing up.
I don't like where this is
No,
going.
comes down
This
here.
is some white trash shit. Goddamn.
That's cheating.
There you
That's
go.
not
No, it
fair.
ain't. No, it ain't.
Oh my gosh.
You ready?
Yeah, go.
All right, show me what you got.
My dick ain't that
What you
big.
got? It's coming. Hold on.
Oh.
At least he's honest.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
it?
Come on. Get it in there. Get it in the bucket. Come on. Get it in the bucket now.
What the fuck's wrong with his piss?
This ain't even
Get
right.
it in the bucket.
He pissed like he takes the SATs.
Come on.
He pissed
And
like he got a
I tell you,
fucking
sometimes it comes
kidney
out
stone
dual
in there.
streams.
This man
That bitch
pissing like I
comes
just woke
out
up and have a
left,
boner.
Dual streams. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's
get it
very
in the bucket.
difficult to do.
Well,
Get it in the bucket.
If
Come
you-
on now.
if you cut it off and back on,
Well, what? Why I ain't got control over cutting
I
on
mean,
and off?
I
That thing
know
cuts
you're
on by
like a
itself.
spout.
Come on, get it in there. You got it everywhere. It's
Got
all
it.
over
Come
yonder.
on now.
I'm
Get
getting
it
it on my shoes.
You missed. You missed. Now it's all over the backside of the
You
door.
need to go to the hospital, brother,
Right
because it's not supposed to cut off and on by itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. His piss is on a timer. Fuck.
Oh my. This man just needs to sit down when he pisses too, as if that's the problem he's
Yeah.
got going on.
Yeah, I agree, man. Holy hell, dude, that was insane. That was intense, man. Christian, I don't like your videos, bro. I'm gonna start finding videos myself.
Nothing light
I
at the end of
found
the
him
tunnel
one.
to that one. That was
I don't think I was light at the end of the
at the
tunnel.
end
That
of
was
the
just a
abyss.
fucking. That was just a CCTV footage representation of like the trailer park down the street, man. Like it wasn't any.
Yeah.
Trailer
That's
Park
like-
Boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, man.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
funny, dude. My buddy's dad kind of looks like Bubbles from
Wow.
Trailer Park Boys, and I found out today he lives in a trailer park.
Yeah,
And I was like,
fuck
wait,
out.
what? And
That's
he's
gotta
like,
be
yeah,
tough.
man, he lives in a trailer park. He's got an extra room, and I'm like, I mean, I'm not hating on the trailer park, but the fact your dad looks like fucking Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys and he lives in a trailer is just fucking.
That just says that
It's
says
baffling.
something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's weird? Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. Have y'all ever had like one of those final destination moments? Like pop off, like you're driving on like the interstate or some shit, and you just so happen to see a 18 wheeler and it got logs on the back of it, so you slow down. But
That's pretty
then
common over here. That was filmed actually, like on Vancouver Island over here. That scene with the logging truck.
yeah,
It's even more
So-
horrific when you're near there and has the logs come by.
yeah. So I slowed down, and then out the fucking blue, there was this goddamn Ford Flex. Don't know where the fuck it came from, but I'm in like the middle lane, and Jake, you know what looks like. So
Yeah.
I'm driving like to get to and everything. The 18 wheeler's like a few cars up. This fucking Ford Flex comes out of nowhere, far right lane, hit at least 90 and just swerved in front of like 2 lanes of traffic just to
Oh,
get
damn.
over, and almost flips. And I'm sitting back just thinking to myself, I need the excitement. Please let it happen. Like I'm waiting. Like I wasn't
What?
being a bad person about it. It
No,
was
yeah,
just
it's being
really-
a bad person, bro. You're hoping this man gets in a wreck.
Yeah.
For,
Leave
for
it at the time.
entertainment.
I
For
want it to be the
entertainment.
day. Just
No,
like that
because
guy.
the person was like, the dude was like blatantly being a
asshole.
dick. He was being a
Oh,
dick
yeah.
about shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And when people are being a dick about something, they don't learn anything unless some shit happens to them.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
So
Yep.
it's like, you're being stupid as fuck right now. So go ahead, let you get your lane, and your fucking tires lock up or some shit just because that's what happened. And so I'm just sitting there looking like this was literally a Final Destination moment because that dude was damn near a car or 2 cars away from hitting that 18-wheeler. And I'm like, bruh, no. That's why I take my sweet ass time now. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have to rush to get to anywhere. And even if I do have to rush, I'm taking back roads because that shit would have caused a pile up and would have made the 6 o'clock news.
I'm on the news.
Yep.
He calls and be like, "Hey man, I can't make it because I'm on the news." It's like, what the fuck you mean you're on the news? It's just
I look at yeah, you see me in my car.
So, yep, he was not wrong. Yeah, he was not wrong. That boy is definitely on the news.
Like you see, like the Channel 48 or Channel 31. It's like their camera's right, like off to the side, and the cameraman is like looking over where the cars are and shit. And you just see me in my car, like, like doing some weird shit for no reason and just be on camera. And I could see like my phone like blowing up. It was like, what the fuck were you doing right there? I was just like, well, a wreck just happened, and I wanted to throw my setup. So that's just what you.
If you would have said a wreck, it would be like, you said a wreck.
Yeah. Makes me think of the girl on TikTok that's been going around lately. She's like flipped her car. She's like, I already called the. You want to see what a car wreckage looks like? This is what it looks like. She's like
upside down.
It's like, I already called the police and that. I'm just sitting here.
She's like, I can't get out of my seatbelt. I'm stuck. I was like, Jesus.
I'm like, that's the kind of attitude I have as well. Just like,
it's
whatever.
like, what am I gonna do?
Just crazy.
Damn man, yeah, car wrecks are no fun. I saw one the other day when it was raining really bad. We were driving, and I look over to the left, over there near actually that road you take to get down to your house. It's like a highway type thing. But we were on that, and I seen a fucking car coming this way, and I guess they hydroplane real hard and just go, whoo, like circle, and slam into a tree. And I was like, God damn.
Shit. That reminds me of my wreck that I had. It was raining real bad, and the car was coming into my lane. And I swerved to like, because the car was coming into my lane, I swerved over like where the guardrail was. Bad idea, because my shit locked up. My car hit like gravel and just asphalt, and I spun fishtailed and I driver's side into a tree and wrapped it around it. Miraculously, I got out of there. But totaled all my shit. I got to the hospital and like the left side of my body just stopped working. Like I couldn't do a damn thing.
Damn.
And I needed to ask you, Jake, did you see it was, I want to say it was last week, I believe, because I know you live close over there to like to the Y and all that shit. Did you see that car flipped upside down? It's like, I want to say it was where that red light is, where the like when you're going off the hill.
I believe it. Yeah, that red light gets a lot of wrecks there,
dude.
Like a lot.
Like I'm like I'm on the treadmill and shit in there, and it's like all of a sudden I see the cops like blocking the street off, and it was like 4 of them. I'm like,
oh, hold on, it was like right in front of the right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was right there. You like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I did see that because I was about to take a right, and I was like, I don't know what those cops are doing, so I'll just go left. Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking car was flipped upside down, dude. And I was like, God damn, what the fuck happened?
The dude probably pulled out in front of a car and got hit and just went.
Most likely.
There's been a lot of
Christian, go ahead and
me too.
Christian, go ahead and mute those locations that are close to my house. Please and thanks.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna put his absolute location on there. We're just gonna talk about it is south.
1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C.
Yeah, okay.
Here are the north by northwest coordinates for your GPS.
Yeah, right. But all right, man. Well, I guess
westbound and down. Make sure you're loaded up and trucking.
I guess we'll go ahead and call it here, boys. Unless y'all had something else to say.
All right.
No, that was it.
Cool, man.
Parting
Well-
words from everybody.
Yep, parting words. Well, my parting words are one day we'll get Christian out of the well again. He's stuck. As always,
Got to get
I don't
Lassie.
know. You gotta get Lassie. That's really it, man. I'm excited for the next one. We'll see if we can get some guests on so that we can have more variety again. Since it seems like every time we try to get a guest on lately, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
We can get Morgan Freeman and Barack Obama to show up.
We're not doing that again.
Okay.
Why not?
We're not
What's
doing
wrong?
it
No,
again.
why not? Don't
No.
whine on us.
What's wrong with having Morgan Freeman?
The fuck?
He doesn't want to talk to Morgan Freeman anymore.
I don't. Not me.
Server me, they're done. Just
All right,
Because I
Mike, what you
stand
got?
before you today.
Gooner Gaming. That's
I
what I gotta
am.
say.
Hell yeah. That's me, the Gooner Gamer. All right, AJ, what you got?
As I stand before you today, I want to say thank you and the rest of the American people. I've never been so erect in my life. All right, that's it. Yeah.
The yawn encompasses it all.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude, Christian needs to put a yawn counter up for this episode, bro, because me and Mike have been going back and forth.
I had one.
All right, well,
I had one.
You've yawned like 3 times. Yeah, so man, at the end you can find AJ at twitch.tv/Alfred_Solidus. He's been streaming more lately. Awesome,
Yeah.
very proud. We got
Okay.
Mike
Very
at
cool.
twitch.tv/shut_yo_face. And then you can find
Will be
me
streaming
on
more of my 2 weeks off.
twitch.tv. Yeah, he's been streaming quite a bit more than he usually is, so you got to check that out.
Will be. I have not lately.
He's definitely streamed more in the past couple of weeks than he ever has.
mean,
Or he
0
has in a couple. And then
He's taking time from jacking off to
mine is
start
just
streaming for us again.
Fuck my computer.
mine is just twitch.tv/underpassjoe. So I haven't streamed in quite a bit. Whatever, it's gonna happen eventually, but
Whatever.
I've been too fucking busy, man. Been having other shit going on.
Mm.
But all right, yeah, we can cut the recording there, man.
All right.
Oh, man, pussy.
There you go. We'll keep that.
No.
CAMJ Entertainment.